99 Nights in the Forest, the Deer is Hurt update just got revealed. A new entity is appearing and it's after the deer. You heard that right. Hard to believe something more fierce than the ram or owl is lurking. I have news for you. You won't believe what Maze and I discovered today playing. Oh no, this isn't good. This isn't good. I wasn't paying attention and out of nowhere, I see this update that says the deer is hurt.
Yeah, like what could possibly, like, I mean, I guess technically the ram or the owl could, considering the deer's like scared of them.
No.
But like they've never hurt the deer before. What could be going on?
Something happened, and I don't think it's good. It's implying, will we help the deer? Why would we ever help the deer? Did we cause this? Is it something that we kind of like? I'm just so confused right now.
So we're gonna have to like revive the deer, right? Like that's what it sounds like. We're gonna have to probably complete some sort of quest that can be done to revive the deer. And then what happens after that? Does the deer like protect us or something?
It's unclear.
Like
okay, so it goes to say it's unclear who did this to the deer, but whatever it is, it was extremely dangerous. Who? You know, they say who, but I want to think what did this. You know, and you could closely tie this, but there could be like traces of what this is in the game already because they do this. And so anybody watching right now, you can go in the game, and a lot of times prior to an update, they will put little hints towards the next update hidden in different various locations. And we actually seen this with the ice biome update. There was a little like note, but we also seen it with another update. Inside a tent was something that said "You're next," written in blood or something. Do you remember that? I'm hopping in the game now.
I do remember that. Yeah, let me join you real quick. I do remember that. I think I even have an image of that on my computer actually. But yeah, right? That it was definitely. Oh, dude, you're the vampire. I'm just kidding. I was gonna switch to the vampire, but
what are you doing on Cyborg?
I was. You know what?
Yeah. Exposed for using Cyborg. Okay, let's get in here and let's see if we can find a like hint about this, because I want to also check the tents as well. But let's also look at the location in that image where the deer is fell over. There seems to be like a rock or something over, like where it fell. So that could be interesting, something to do with near rocks. But, you know, when it implies who, it could be the Cultist King, perhaps. It could have something to do with the Cultist King. But we could even go deeper into it implying that there's a new entity being introduced. And the two most likely entities that I'm going with here is probably going to be a serpent or a spider.
Oh, I'm already, like, I'm leaning at those two that you said, a spider. Because, like, you know, we had, like, the spider webs all around during the, like, the Halloween event.
Yep.
And you talked just a minute ago about giving hints.
Yeah.
So, like, they like to give hints. And we had spider webs, like, on all the trees and everything. So, I feel like that would kind of fall into that pattern.
And you mean to tell me during the whole event, they didn't really play with the idea of adding spiders, right? I think maybe during the Halloween event, they wanted to do more stuff regarding spiders, but they saved it for this update here. Now, there's also various ways we could break down this image to furthermore this theory and assure people this could have something to do with it. Now, if you look at the deer, it is harmed, but it isn't necessarily a complete claw mark, but something has completely ripped one of its antlers off as well.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, like that. So what? I mean, I don't know if a spider could rip one of the antlers off, though.
Well, there's a lot of things to pick from this, because one thing we can see is there's no, like, blood on the ground. Everything is intact. It just looks like the deer fell from above, and this image is took from above. So what could that, right? That implies a web trap, a ceiling ambush, something that falls from the high, big old trees that we have in the forest. Look how big these trees are in the forest.
Yeah.
And look at all those leaves something could hide in.
They're gigantic. Oh, okay. Now I'm scared. A spider entity in this game would absolutely be terrifying. Imagine you're just walking in the forest and then it just drops right on top of you. Oh, okay. Oh, I can't do this.
Yep, so that would give another role for the big trees in the forest. So the big trees, you won't be able to cut them down unless you have like a really good axe or a chainsaw. Now they would have another purpose. Giant spiders could be lurking in them.
Well, imagine you cut one down and a gigantic spider just like falls on you.
And that could be the way to initiate a boss battle or something of sort. But I also think, like, I don't know. Go on.
I do wonder if there is going to be like a spider entity that supposedly, like, you know, hurt the deer. Would there be like smaller spiders too that like get added to the forest that we just have to fight, like almost like a wolf or something like that as well? I feel like that would be a good chance to do that also.
Yeah, I feel like there would be smaller spiders. Like I don't know if it would be like an every run thing. You know how you get the owl sometimes, or you get the ram sometimes. Like in this one that we're on now, we got the ram again. It looks like so. Will it be kind of randomized like that? And if you get the spider mob, will it have spiders around the map only if you get the spider mob, right? Or will it be able to send out little spider minions towards you? I don't know.
You get like instead of a cultist attack, you get a spider attack some nights or something. Like that could be a little play on the attacks. They've never changed the attacks, like the timed attacks ever.
Yep.
So that would be kind of interesting. I think we are sort of like tunnel vision, like getting tunnel vision onto the spider concept. One thing I do think that we need to dive a little more into is that it talked about helping the deer. Like look at him over here. Does that mean like we have to do something to revive? Do we have to get bandages and like actually heal the deer?
That could be the case, actually. The deer, we might have to go through like different steps to actually resurrect the deer, and we might, during all this, learn more about the deer's like purpose and what the deer actually does in the forest as well. So this would actually furthermore expand the storyline even more as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we all talked about the Halloween update and everything being like the biggest thing, but like we haven't had like a storyline expansion, like anything about that, like in forever, it seems like. So to have an update that actually adds to like the story, maybe a different ending, perhaps.
Yep. This is all stuff that could be a possibility, and I don't know, like helping the deer. You know, are we gonna have to give a lot of bandages to it? Like, what are we gonna do? Because the deer's always there with the ram too. So this is another concept. Like, I don't think we would have to go and rescue and help the deer while the ram or the owl is still attacking us, right? That's why I think it's going to come from a different angle of another entity being introduced. And I don't know how the cultists are going to play into that either.
Yeah, like, because the cultists, they already have their ties, I guess, to like the deer, but also to the ram, because isn't the ram like based in like the volcanic biome, and the cultists like, they locked down the volcano and stuff, and that's where we first ever got a hint of the ram in the first place. I don't know if you remember that.
Right.
It was like it was forever ago.
And
so I don't know how the cultists would tie to like the spider entity that you possibly talked about could be a thing.
Yep.
I just don't know.
However, it could be something entirely different, because I remember a while back, someone actually leaked something from the game files that was like a volcanic deer or something that had to do with the volcano. Now, I don't know if that was real or what the validation behind that was, but still, I think it's an interesting thing that someone allegedly leaked this, and it had something to do with a potential volcanic deer. So, I don't know if we're doing some weird ritual here, what exactly is going on, but that is still an interesting little touch there, I guess, if people are concerned with leaks.
Yeah, that I don't know. I don't know about that one, just because it ties us back to the volcanic biome, which we've already kind of had. We've done that. Mm-hmm. The ram kind of felt like the actual entity of the volcanic biome.
Very true. You might. Oh! You get.
I'm getting excited. You know.
Yeah, you get excited. Coughing is not a sign of excitement, but sickness, my friend.
Well, that could be it too.
Yeah. Everybody in the comments wish Maze get well soon, because he seems to be under the weather a little bit. So if you guys post a comment saying get well soon, I think he'll feel better before the next video and this update. So thanks for watching, guys.